The Miracle Worker. The story of Anne Sullivan struggled to teach the blind and deaf-mute Helen Killer how to communicate. The two main characters are Helen Killer, blind, deaf, and mute since infancy due to an illness called brain fever. At the age of 19 months, Helen was born on a warm sunny morning in the 1880s in Alabama. She then communicates primarily using home sign until the age of 7 when she met her first teacher. Anne Sullivan, an American teacher, instructor, and lifelong companion Helen Killer. She is only partially sighted, legally blind, educated at Perkins Institute for Blind. The movie is in the third-person point of view. The summary of the movie is Miracle Worker. Exposition. At the beginning of the movie, young Helen was first child to Arthur and Kate Killer. She was a blind, deaf, and mute child since infancy. After suffering a brain fever, a young Helen was spent years unable to communicate, left her frustrated and violent, in depression. Her parents seek help from Perkins Institute, which sent them a half-blind teacher named Anne Sullivan to tutor their daughter. Rising action. Annie began her task of teaching Helen by manually signing into the child's hand. Annie had brought a doll to Helen by spelling doll into the child's hand. She hoped to teach her to connect objects with letters. Helen quickly learned to form the letters correctly and the correct order, but did not know she was spelling the word or even that word existed. Climax. Less than 1 month after her arrival to Helen's house, Annie took Helen to the water pump outside and put Helen's hand under the spout. As cool water gushed over one hand, she spilled into the other hand the word water. First slowly, then rapidly. Suddenly the singles had meaning in Helen's mind. She knew that water meant the wonderful cool substance flowing over her hand. Following action. Helen wants Annie to teach her many new words and get excited about learning them all. Resolution. After Helen learned sign language, she kept trying, then she learned how to read Braille. In Braille, you read by touching a pattern of tiny bump. The bump stands for a letter. Over time, she learned how to speak. Each step was very difficult, but she did not give up. Helen went to a college. She became an author. She wrote 12 books. Helen inspired many people. She still does. Theme. From suffering, creativity is born.